What's up, YouTube? This is SimRenewal for another video, y'all. Now, this content that I'm showing today is over a guy who makes awesome content in the Manosphere space. But I just want to give this caveat that he's really intellectual, and that's what I love about his channel, and I pretty much love for my channel to grow into a intellectual space where we can have conversation and have dialogue. So let me jump into this video.
And and let me also touch on this because, and I had the opportunity to go and read through the book, and I read it from cover to cover. And I'll tell you what, like I was reading through the book, and it was like every chapter that I went through, I was thinking about another past dating relationship or something. I'm like, oh, that's why that happened. It was amazing. And so within the book, and you've been criticized famously for the critique or, just speaking about the behavior, right? So thinking through what that is, right? Can you talk about the importance of of coexisting between the black man and the black woman in the face of the modern feminism as it exists today?
Well, a lot of our behavior we haven't really made certain decisions about, because so many things have been shattered of certain standards and values and mores that now it's difficult to ascertain what is considered bad for us, what is considered good for us. And a lot of times when you bring up things that have historically been good for us, people say that's old school, that's old timey, and that they don't too much want to deal with that. They think we're living in a modern time where things have changed. And they have changed. But change don't mean better. Change just means different. A lot of what we used to stand for and be with has changed for the worse.
So I want to pause it right there. Yes, that's very true. Most of the conversations that I've had and dealing with different people when talking about times has changed, change is not indicative to a improvement or betterment of a change. Because I changed my shirt from black to pink doesn't mean that my shirt is better. And we have progressed. We have received a lot more technology, a lot more advancements and information. Yet that does not mean we have improved in what this current societal thing is, our relationships. We have not improved. Honestly, as I feel like, as you said, we have actually gotten worse over time. And that's because of the fact that we're at odds. The things that were good for a reason. What the saying was, if it's not broken, don't fix it.
So let me also hit the conversation like this. Is that, and I'm not sure how aware of you are of this, but there's been a recent movement of men that are black men that are saying they don't want to participate in dating black women anymore. They do things and they say, save yourself, black man, and they might be traveling to other countries. Or just some are just, completely going into hermit mode and just not dealing with black women at all. What do you say for those men that have lost hope in marrying the black woman?
Well, I would say that that's the closest way to suicide if they really feel like that. See, because if there's no you, there's no me. There's no me, there's no you. I'm the only thing on earth that can reproduce you. Okay, in the cleanest form that's possible. And you are the only thing on earth that can impregnate me to create yourself. And so this idea that we're going to just quit each other and not seek a solution is just suicide. Our birth rates are already low. So at a time when we should trying to get along for more than one night, I'm not talking about no one night stand. I mean in a regular relationship. We should be trying to get along. We should be teaching our children to get along. See, my new market today, brother, is the children of the parents who I tried to reach 30 years ago. And so they didn't model for their children. They didn't teach them things. And so now their children are asking me and demanding from them, why didn't you tell me the truth about this? How come I didn't know anything about this? They too learned how to have a relationship from television, from the people that do not represent us, and from just modern times, contemporary issues and stuff like that. But that's not anything that's going to save us. We are the only things that can save us. Ourselves. And it's not going to come through no food stamps, no grant, no job. It's not going to come from any of that. It has to come through our change of behavior to each other.
Before you get into the next one, oh man, she gave gold, diamonds, and nuggets right there. Um, and I love what she said because I throw it on our parents' generation. Like she said, 30 years ago, I would like been thought of. So like that is foundational. Our grandparents, her time period, still had the value aspect of family, so they emphasized on it. But our parents' generation, the ones that's like 50, 60, they focused on individual aspects and choices, caring about what mattered most to them. And they did not make the better choices for the family, for stability, and for the children to grow up with seeing, understanding, being taught, and learning the aspect of a family, especially in the black and African American households. So, man, she said it. It was deep.
Touch on the topic of black women saying they are unprotected and the implication it has on black masculinity.
Well, a woman has to be in a position that she can be protected.
Uh-oh.
A woman has to deserve protection by the way she live her life or present herself.
Talk to him.
A woman has to require protection because she is in her place, in her lane. And then men might feel that they can step in and protect her. A lot of our women don't want to be protected. You can't protect them whether anybody bothering along. Sometimes we try to protect our women from a bad idea. She don't want no protection. So there's no situation where a man that don't know a woman can walk down the street and see somebody doing something to her and automatically just jump in. So that has to be an individual choice, and it has to be a situation where the woman is in order, not out there cussing, jumping up in men's face, screaming and hollering, acting a fool, trying to act like she a man. And then when some other man deal with her like she a man, then she want you to jump in and save her. It don't work like that.
It doesn't.
It don't work like that.
It absolutely doesn't.
And you have to be careful because black women will book a fight for you and walk away.
Yeah, early, right? How many of our black men are in jail right now because of situations like that?
And I know a lot of brothers who are taking time for sisters. So, we need to watch that. They get them in trouble. They call themselves being a man, taking the weight for the problem. And then she gone. He in jail. So we have that situation. And we have a lot of sisters where the brothers have tricked them out of their money. Okay, now let me say this. If we are happy with a man, we don't care nothing about no money. So don't believe that lie. That he got my money and we would give him some more if he was treating us like we wanted to be treated or taking care of our children emotionally like we want. See, those are our requirements. It's a lot of things we make like it's important in the end. But what is a few dollars to certain happiness?
Women want security. Women today in a modern society and modern dating are normally talking about they want 6-figure, 7-figure guys. They say that because that's the only way they can imagine in their brain that they are receiving some form of security from evolutional past. That women's past is to get with the best suited man. So security is something that they're expecting. It's part of the dating uh, process. Their mating process is from since since you can remember it. The protection piece, I must say 100%. I've had personal, as people say, personal experiences, man, personal experiences in which women that I were dating actually went to environments where it was not conducive to their protection. Yet when the time came for protection, or she was upset because a guy took a pass at her, then I would hear it, and I'm like, one, I'm holding you accountable for even going to the environment. Why are you even there? And secondly, you're telling me this, and I'm thinking to myself, if you say, man, oh, I get pissed, and I hit him in the face, stuff like that. Like, dudes out here gonna hit you back. Women, you must understand, you cannot verbally or physically abuse a man nowadays. It's equal. Modern day, they will hit you back and remind you that you're a woman. Like, you can't up him. He will hit you, knock you straight out, and you will never want to raise your hand to him again. Yet, why did it have to go that far? Why did it have to get there? Why why is it so that little boys are have to being taught to not put their hands on a lady, yet understand that ladies are going to at times be overly aggressive and put their hands on a boy, and they have to learn to restrain themselves at a young age just so they don't knock the little girl out. Why are we allowing that to be okay?
What do you say to those that are looking for men that are six figures plus when in reality the majority of us are not doing that? I think the average salary is around $42,000 per year. If you had a singular message for them, what would you say?
Well, I think, as I said, that we have some unrealistic expectations. Uh, the society has insisted that we demand from our man the one thing that they haven't allowed them to get, and that's money.
Mm.
And just based just on that, I would say good luck to them. But
Nope.
if the woman is looking for that, she might get in that real low old age still looking for that. So she might have to just find somebody that they can pool their resources and put their little money together and try to make it. The other thing is for us to stop demanding everything that the enemy sell, trying to keep up with the Joneses and thinking we got to have a different outfit for every day. All of that's just based on financial. That's not because anybody wants to see us looking nice. It's just they make money off of us, and so they always want to come up with any kind of scheme they can to get us to give them the money. The money we spend on cell phones, the money we spend on drugs, the money we spend on alcohol, the money we spend on brand name clothes. Most of the money we have, we give away to other people by trying to make ourselves look presentable or be presentable. My grandson used to tell me, I don't want to wear that because they're going to be looking at me. I say, well, who is the they? And we as adults, we talk about, well, you can't wear white after Labor Day. Why? Who said that? See, I have to know who say different things. I have to examine them before I just jump on the bandwagon and stuff. And I want to know, well, who said it and why they say that, when, whatever. And so, you have that kind of situation.
Said something amazing there. Really keeping up with the Joneses, the consumer base, constantly that comparison of what you look, have, and can possibly flaunt is amazing. How keeping us as consumers that is, because like she said, I never understood when they say there's certain times, certain seasons that you wear certain colors. The only thing I understand is when it's summertime, you should not be wearing all black and walk outside. Yeah.
Our culture is clearly in disarray, right? We've already established that. And we're trying to change it. But let me ask, from your opinion, who should be leading the charge? The black man or the black woman?
Well, it's gonna have to be the black man. Ain't nobody scared of the black woman. All that woofing we doing, it's just a lot of talk to get attention. It's not, worth anything.
Uh-oh.
And so our men are going to have to lead it. There's going to come a time, I keep saying, just not getting along is a luxury. But there's going to come a time that we're going to get along. And women who you thought would never pay any attention to you will be talking to you and giving you the eye, okay? So y'all just be a little more patient. It's coming, because we have to rely on you for protection. I'm talking physical protection now, because the enemy is treating our women like they treat our men. They'll throw our women down and stomp them or shoot them just like they do y'all. So this thing, we finally got equality on that, okay? So they're attacking us the same way. So what we have to have is a man to come in there and help protect our food. We might have to have a man to go get us some food. And so all of that, but I don't like him because of this, and I don't like him because, that's going to change. But so many are being lost while we're waiting on that change to come about. So many of our people are being lost. I'm not even sure what the future is going to bring on that, because so many people are destroying themselves, and so many of us have the values so messed up that we actually think that good sex means it's a good relationship.
Well, after she said that, that's it. That's it. That's it for me. Like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah.